Good morning, students. Welcome you all to today's English class. Today we will study a poem from the book First Flight, The Tale of Custard the Dragon. This poem is written by Ogden Nash. So first of all, let's know about this great writer. Ogden Nash was born on 19 August 1902 in New York. He worked as a school teacher before becoming a copywriter. Nash's first poems were published in New Yorker in 1930. His first collection of poems entitled Hard Lines was published in 1931. The Boy Who Laughed at Santa Claus and The Girls Are Silly are some of his famous works. Nash is best remembered for his nonsense poetry. Nash died on 19th May 1971. Now this poem, The Tale of Custard the Dragon. The tale is, title indicates the tale is story of Custard the Dragon. Actually this poem is written in the form of a ballad. Ballad is what? A song or poem that tells a story. And this story is courageous or heroism. Okay, the story tells the tale of courage or heroism. So this poem is a humorous ballad close to a parody. Parody is imitation. And this poem shares the same theme with that lesson Madam Rides the Bus. That is of self-confidence. So as the little girl showed confidence and how she traveled in the bus, we have already read. The same is there in this poem, that how the dragon showed his self-confidence, his courage, and it is a story of heroic act of that dragon. So let's read how it all happens. Now in the first stanza it is given that Belinda lived in a little white house with a little black kitten and a little grey mouse and a little yellow dog and a little red wagon and a Relio Trulio little pet dragon. So now this is the first stanza, and in the first stanza if we see this word Belinda, Belinda is a girl who is living in a small white house and she is having some pets at her home with a little black kitten. You know the kitten? Cat, the small cat kitten, and a little grey mouse, and there is a mouse also, and a little yellow dog and a little red wagon. Wagon is we can say a carriage which they all use to move and enjoy. And a Relio means really, truly little pet wagon, and they had a little pet dragon also. So now we can see that here we are introduced with the family of Belinda, that Belinda had these animals as pets like a dog, cat, mouse and dragon also. Okay, so second thing is that in this stanza we can see that the little word is repeated in all the lines. Little, everywhere it is there. This is repetition. One device is used as repetition. Second one is that now Trulio and Relio, actually it's the real and true word. But here the poet has changed the spelling of these two words. This is actually called a poetic license, that poets are allowed to change the spelling of some words to rhyme it with some other words or to create some musical effect in the poem. These are all used to create some musical effect in the poem. So this is what that poem, the poet has poetic license. This is called poetic license. Okay, so repetition is there, okay, and we come to know about the poetic license also, and we are introduced with the Belinda's family. Now the next one is, now the name of the little black kitten was Ink, and the little grey mouse she called him Blink, and the little yellow dog was sharp as mustard, but the dragon was covered and she called him Custard. Now she tells about the name of these family members, that she called that kitten Ink and the next the mouse, she called him Blink, and the dog was named as Mustard, okay, and the dragon, as he was very coward, and she called him Custard. That's why she called him Custard. So now this is the second stanza where we are told about the name of those pets. And as we come to know that this dragon, he was a coward, okay. The rest of the other animals, they were quite brave, but he was very coward, and so she called him Custard. Who is she there? She is Belinda. Custard the dragon had big sharp teeth and spikes on top of him and scales underneath, mouth like a fireplace, chimney for a nose, and Relio Trulio daggers on his toes. As we know that dragon, you might have seen it in some movies or on TV sometime, that dragon, it is considered to be one of the dangerous animals. It has big sharp teeth, spikes on the top, scales are there, and mouth like a fireplace, it emits fire, and chimney for a nose, and its nose, it acts as a chimney that emits smoke from that, and the Relio Trulio daggers on his toes, and his toes are also nails very sharp, it just like dagger, small knife on the toes. So it is considered one of the dangerous animals. But here the poetess says, the girl says, Belinda says that it's very coward, and so she calls him Custard. So in this stanza we are told that dragon is actually a very powerful animal, but he is coward, and she called him Custard. Now in this stanza, if we see the poetic devices, so what we see that like is there, mouth like a fireplace, so simile is there, chimney for a nose. Chimney for a nose means the nose is taken as a chimney. So that's why in this part the device used is metaphor. And Relio Trulio, it is again poetic license is there, and daggers on his toes. So, okay, so this is there. So we have seen metaphor is there, okay, and simile is also there in this stanza. Now the next one. Belinda was as brave as a barrel full of beers, and ink and blink chased lions down the stairs. Mustard was as brave as a tiger in a race, but Custard cried for a nice little cage. Now Belinda was, now we are told about the qualities of all the other pets also. That Belinda, as she was a girl, but she was very brave, and as a barrel means a box, big box full of beers. See, she was really very powerful, she was very brave. And ink and blink, kitten and we can say mouse, they also had the capability to chase even the lion down the stairs. Means they were so courageous, so powerful. Mustard was as brave as a tiger in a race, and Mustard, he behaved as a tiger in angry mood. He behaved as a tiger, and he was really very brave. But Custard cried for a nice safe case. But Custard, as we are told, that he was very coward, he was a coward, so he just looked for a nice little safe place, and he wanted to live at that. So he did not want to move out, and he was really very timid animal. So next one, it is given that, now it is given that Belinda tickled him. She tickled him unmerciful. Ink, Blink and Mustard, they rudely called him Percival. They all sat laughing in the little red wagon at the Relio Trulio cowardly dragon. So now Belinda tickled him. Tickled him means like she touched her dragon's body with her fingers, जैसे गुदगुदाना होता है ना, उसको गुदगुदाती थी. Belinda tickled him. She tickled him unmerciful. She was not merciful for this dragon because he was coward. And Ink, Blink and Mustard, they all rudely called him Percival. Percival is knight, a brave heroic person. उसको मजाक में उसका मजाक उड़ाते थे, उसको Percival बोलते थे. They all sat laughing in the little red wagon, and they all sat laughing they used that wagon carriage and they moved in that carriage, and they all laughed at Custard the dragon and the really truly cowardly dragon. They all moved in the little wagon, but they made fun of dragon. Belinda giggled till she shook the house. Belinda giggled. Giggle means laughed loudly. Till she shook the house. मतलब इतना जोर जोर से वो हंसती थी उसको देख के ड्रैगन के ऊपर कि पूरा घर हिल जाता था. And Blink said Wig, which is giggling for a mouse. Ink and Mustard rudely asked his age when Custard cried for a nice safe cage. So now कि ये सब एनिमल जो हैं, सब जो पेट्स थे, दे ऑल गिगल्ड फॉर ए गिगल मीन्स दे आल्सो लाफ्ड लाउडली ओके एट ड्रैगन. Ink and Mustard rudely asked his age, and Ink and Mustard also asked his age, dragon his age, when Custard, and Custard always cried for a nice safe cage, and he also wanted to live at a safe place. Next one, it is given that suddenly they heard a nasty sound, and Mustard growled, and they all looked around. Meow cried Ink, and ooh cried Belinda, for there was a pirate climbing in the window. So now suddenly they heard a nasty sound. Nasty sound, yes. Last stanza repetition is also there. So same is there. Next one, suddenly they heard a nasty sound. Nasty sound means bad sound. And Mustard growled. Mustard growled. Mustard who was there? Mustard is dog, yellow dog. So he started growling. गुर्राना शुरू कर देता है. And they all looked around कि who is there. Meow meow cried Ink, and Kitten she also cried meow meow, and ow cried Belinda, and Belinda also cried the word ow. But there was a pirate. Pirate is sea robber climbing in the window, because in the window a sea robber was climbing. अब यहाँ पे भी क्या यूज किया बेटा? बेलिंडा के साथ उन्होंने राइम करने के लिए विंडो को they have changed it into window. So this is also poetic license that he has used, and he has changed it into window instead of window. तो विंडो में क्या था कि एक सी रोबर जो है he was climbing in the window. Pistol in his left hand, pistol in his right, and he held in his teeth a cutlass bright. His beard was black, one leg was wood. It was clear that the pirate meant no good. Now, sea robber had pistol in his left hand and as well as in the right hand also. And he held in his teeth a cutlass bright. Cutlass bright is a knife, we can say a dagger in his teeth also. His beard was black and one leg was artificial. He was having a wooden leg, and it was clear that sea robber meant no good. He was not there for any good thing, good purpose, but he was there to rob them, to harm them. Okay, Belinda paled as she cried for help, help. Now, Belinda paled as she cried for help, help. This one is there. Cried, paled as she, pale means got nervous as she cried help, help. She was crying for help, but Mustard fled with a terrified yelp. Now Mustard fled with a terrified yelp. So Mustard is dog. Now it also fled away. It also moved away from that place with a terrified yelp, with a fearful, frightened yelp, crying. It also left the place. Mustard also went away. Now it is there. Now terrified is actually an adjective. Okay, so adjectives are always used with noun. So now terrified word is used for Mustard, but terrified Mustard आना चाहिए था ना कि terrified Mustard fled with a yelp. But here he has used it with yelp. So it is used for Mustard. So this device is also called transferred epithet. आपने सुना होगा पहले भी transferred epithet. Transferred epithet is that the effect is transferred to somewhere else. Like terrified word use कहीं different जगह पे हुआ है, but वो है किसके लिए? Mustard के लिए है. वो adjective किसके लिए use हो रहा है? Mustard के लिए. So this is called transferred epithet. ये भी use हुआ है इसमें. ठीक है बेटा. Transferred epithet is also there. And ink trickled down to the bottom of the house. Ink means kitten. Kitten जो है वो कहाँ चला गया? Bottom of the household. And little mouse blinked strategically. Mousehold means that Blink also went to his hole. Mouse went strategically to his hole. Means all the pets who seem to be quite brave and those who pretended to be brave, they all went away seeing the sea robber. Okay, Belinda भी cry करने लगी. She also went away. She tried for help. Mustard also went away. Ink went to the bottom of the household, and the mouse Blink, he also went to his hole. But up jumped Custard, snorting like an engine. Now, but up jumped Custard, snorting like an engine. So first thing is that, but now Custard was left at that place, so he jumped. Snorting means making sound like an engine. So simile is there. Clashed his tail like irons in a dungeon. Dungeon means होता है prison bars होती है ना. So like the prison bars, he hit his tail and produced sound like they are hit when hitting the bars of prison. With a clatter and a clink. Clatter and a clink means rattling sound. Clatter and clink. And a jangling squirm. Jangling squirm means twist. Jangling is also harsh metallic sound. With a twist, producing sounds and a twist, he went at the pirate like a robin at a worm. So he attacked the pirate like a robin. Robin means robin is a bird, and a worm. Worm is that it as it attacks a worm, as the bird attacks a worm, the same way Custard, the dragon, who seemed to be coward, who always wanted a safe, nice place, but he showed his bravery and he attacked the pirate. The pirate gaped at Belinda's dragon. Now the pirate was fearful. He gaped, his mouth left open, and he was shocked at Belinda's dragon. He was shocked to see the courage of dragon, and gulped some gauze from his pocket flagon. And now what he did, he had some drink in the pocket, so he took some drink. He was quite fearful. He took some drink took out the drink and took some sips of the drink from the pocket. He fired 2 bullets. Now that pirate fired 2 bullets, but they did not hit, and Custard gobbled him every bit. And what the Custard did, the bullet did not hit him, but Custard, the dragon, gobbled him up every bit, and वो उसको पूरी तरह से निगल लिया उसने, अंदर ले लिया उसके, and he ate him full. Okay, gobbled him, ate him full. Next one, it is given, Belinda embraced him. After that, Belinda embraced him. Belinda hugged him. Whom hugged him? Custard the dragon. And they all praised him. Now Mustard licked him. Mustard also licked him because he had saved their lives. No one mourned for his pirate victim, and no one was sorry for that pirate death who had become victim of Custard the dragon. Ink and Blink in glee did gyrate. Ink and Blink were there. Ink and Blink in glee. Glee means happiness. Did gyrate around the dragon that ate the pirate. They also were around that dragon that ate the pirate. But presently up spoke little dog Mustard. He would have been twice as brave if he had not been flustered. And up spoke Ink, up spoke Blink. We would have been there 3 times as brave, we think. And Custard said, I quite agree that everybody is braver than me. So now this is there. Presently up spoke little Mustard, that I would have been twice as brave, I had not been flustered. Flustered means that confused. If he had not been confused, he would have proved to be brave, proved twice brave as that. And up spoke ink and bricks, and both ink and blink, they also clarified that why they fled away from that place, why they could not show their bravery. We would have been 3 times as brave as Thing. And Custard said, I quite agree. I agree that you all are braver than me. You all are braver. You are all there. You are okay. You all have enough courage. So now next one happens that Belinda still lives in her little white house with her little black kitten and her little grey mouse and her little yellow dog and her little red wagon and Relio Trulio little pet dragon. So now again this first stanza is repeated, but in this stanza only this word is changed, only this word, extra word is used, that is still. Belinda still lives. So it is all the same, and this is again repetition, that the full stanza is repeated. That still lives in a little white house with a little black kitten and a little grey mouse, little yellow dog and little red wagon and Rulio Trulio little pet dragon. So now all the animals, they all live together. And what they were expecting, that he would be egoistic. Now dragon would be egoistic and he would not look for any safe place, and now he would not cry, and they were praising him, and they thought that he, and on the other side they were defending themselves, that how they could not behave as expected because of some reason. So they still were pretending their heroism, but this dragon, that what they thought, that now he would be in air, he would be egoistic, but how he behaved, let's see. Belinda is as brave as a barrel full of beers, and Ink and Blink chase lions down the stairs. Mustard is as brave as a tiger in a race, but Custard keeps crying for a nice safe case. So Belinda, it is again repeated, Belinda is brave, and Ink and Blink also chase down the stairs, and Mustard is also brave, but what they were thinking now, but he would not behave like that, but he was still looking for a nice safe place. So this is what the poem is, and in the second last stanza you can see that the first second two lines, last two lines, and her, so this is also anaphora. So anaphora is also there. You know that if two lines begin with the same words, that is also anaphora. So this is anaphora is also used. So simile is there, alliteration is there, personification is there. Personification is in stanza 5 when they all are given the human effects, human qualities, as they seem as they are laughing like human beings. So this is what that personification is also there. Transparent epithet is there, repetition is there. All these devices we have read about. So now this is all about the poem, and if we look at the theme of this poem, so now what is the theme? Again it is given, the theme is, that is she lives in the house, and it's very simple thing. And who fought the Custard? It is the story of courage again, and Custard, who fought like a hero against the pirate, agrees that everyone else is braver. So appearances may be deceptive. So what is the theme actually? Is sometime the things which appear to be good are sometime not good, and sometime the things that appearance are always deceptive. कि appearance जो है वो कभी किसी की भी धोखा दे सकती है. आपको appearance पे नहीं जाना चाहिए, but we should look for the real qualities in anyone. Okay, sometime we are attracted by the personality of a person, but it is not so. We should, when we check, we go with them. Only then we find, when we spend time with that person or someone, only then we come to know that how that person is. It is just a show off, or really truly he is a gentleman. So this is what the theme is, and even your merit and real values may not be recognized by your unwilling rivals. So sometimes you must be having some qualities, but they are not valued by your rivals. So this is what the theme of this poem, and question answers you have to write in the fair notebook. Okay, so with that, thank you.